Good evening, viewers. Hi, this is Kangna on Spotify with Taaza Talks, and today we are welcoming our eminent guest, she is mindset coach and certified hypnotherapist. And let's welcome Suchita Sanjay, ma'am. Please welcome, ma'am.
Thank you so much for having me on the show, Kangana. I'm truly delighted and honored.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So, ma'am, can you explain your background and training as a clinical hypnotherapist and mindset coach?
Well, my journey started when I was in my late 40s,
Okay.
and there were a few moments that came into my life and it was soul calling moments. So that led me to do hypnotherapy. In fact, I came from the commerce background. I am an entrepreneur even now, handling two businesses, and I was also a partner in an auditing firm. Even now, I continue to be, but a sleeping partner because now I have made hypnotherapy as my main forte because now I feel, I don't know, I have a couple of more years left and I want to lead a more purposeful and a meaningful life. So I decided to jump into rapid transformational therapy, which is formulated by world renowned hypnotherapist Marissa Peer.
Okay.
I have qualified from her as the clinical hypnotherapist. That is from the School of Rapid Transformational Therapy. I have qualified as a clinical hypnotherapist. And I have also qualified with Paul McKenna from Mind Valley. So I'm also a Mind Valley certified hypnotherapist.
Okay.
So these are my qualifications and, my future. This is my future. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, ma'am, how do you integrate hypnotherapy and mindset coaching in your practices?
Well, I conduct it as a 1 month program.
Okay.
So whenever somebody books me for the
Mhm.
coaching and for hypnotherapy, I give them a pre-consultation call to understand what is it they're holding on to. And the second call will be mainly hypnotherapy session where I'll be giving them hypnosis sessions, understanding what is the subconscious wiring that they have made with themselves and that which is running their conscious patterns and holding them back.
Okay.
So in the same session, I help them to get a customized therapy recording
Mm-hmm.
and I also give them worksheets. And the third call will be the check-in call after 15 days. So in the process, I will be monitoring their worksheets and I will be monitoring if they are listening to the customized therapy recording. So this helps them to take the right path in their thinking process. And the final call will be given after 31 days, where I'll be able to completely assess whether they need my help further or they're free to go. So entire process is about changing the thoughts from negative to positive and also making sure that there is complete rewiring of thought process, changes of beliefs, and again changes in their own life. So that is what hypnotherapy and mindset coaching will help people with.
Okay. So, ma'am, इस कोर्स का ड्यूरेशन क्या रहता है?
Normally, it is for 1 month. So, any one or two related issues, supposing somebody comes with anxiety and stress, that can be handled in one session. But if they come with anxiety, stress, weight issues, fertility issues, or if they come with any other procrastination issues, or if they have any other issues, if they come with it, everything cannot be handled in 1 month. It
Mm-hmm.
has to be taken step by step. So it depends on what is the number of concerns that they have. So if it is related to wealth wiring and abundance mindset, that is a totally different program altogether.
Okay.
So any one or two related issues can be addressed in 1 month.
Okay. So, can you provide some examples of specific techniques or tools you use during hypnotherapy sessions?
Normally, what happens is the childhood traumas that we hold on to, or the childhood beliefs that we hold on to, that will have formed the current patterns right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, that will be running our behaviors today. So, when they're holding on to childhood traumas, inner child healing is done,
Okay.
or some other techniques are used for helping them to overcome some kind of abuse. Sometimes, even simple techniques to overcome stress and anxiety are taught. It can be one point exercise or havening exercise. And if it is health related, then cell command therapy and healing vortex is also given during the hypnotherapy sessions. So, this is just some simple examples that I'm giving. However, it is even more complex. There are so many other things that is included while we are on the sessions.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Wonderful, ma'am. So, what is your approach to helping clients uncover and address subconscious patterns or limiting beliefs?
Well, in rapid transformational therapy, what happens is it is a hybrid therapeutic approach which
Mm-hmm.
combines the best principles of neuroscience like NLP,
Mm-hmm.
psychotherapy,
Mm-hmm.
hypnotherapy, CBT, and other modalities of healing. And in this approach, what happens is we regress the client to go back to their old patterns, like where they have acquired these patterns. What happened for them to acquire such patterns? So, on the conscious level, if you ask, they may not know much. They may say, okay, this is all what happened. For example, if I have to tell you, I had a lady who come for therapy and
Okay.
she said, I don't know why all people around me just don't like me.
Okay.
So, she was not able to pinpoint and say why this was happening to her.
Acha.
So, when we regressed her to earlier incidences, she went back to this place where she was in her mother's womb
Hmm.
and she felt that she was not wanted.
Oh.
So, all along, she gave herself the feeling, I am not wanted, unconsciously. So, these subconscious patterns are unearthed and uncovered. And then the meaning attached to it is changed, or rewiring of these patterns are done in the same state. And one thing is, the subconscious mind holds a Pandora box of all the feelings that we would have gone through in our lives, even the incidences.
Okay. So, apart from this, do you give any medications also?
No, this
No.
is not a medicational therapy, it is an alternative technique. It is a
Okay.
hybrid therapeutic approach where no medication is given.
Okay.
So it is not something that a psychiatrist or somebody can give. It is completely a different alternative approach.
Okay. Okay. So, how do you tailor your techniques to meet the individual needs of your clients?
Supposing somebody has come with stress and anxiety,
Mm-hmm.
that is addressed as a different issue. And it is customized therapy recording is given to specifically that. There was a client who came to me from USA.
Mm-hmm.
She had anxiety and stress, and she also used to have a twitch in her eye because of that.
Okay.
So, after the therapy, what happened was the complete release of those emotional pains that she was holding on to.
Mm.
Sometimes, even suppression of emotional pains will lead to the condition that we are having today.
Yes.
So, a happy mind is a healthy life made visible. So, once the therapy was done and she started following the therapies, what happened was her twitch stopped.
Okay.
And also, she's much more calmer now. And supposing somebody comes for wealth wiring and abundance mindset, I recently had a class, free master class on wealth wiring and abundance mindset, where abundance mindset means having everything in abundance, like everything in balance, your health, your wealth, and your relationships. So if there is a gap in any of those, then that gap has to be attended to. So Specific programs are given according to whatever is required.
Okay.
So abundance is not something that is acquired, it is something that we become. So different approaches are used, tailor
Mhm.
and given accordingly.
Wow. So, ma'am, how do you stay up to date with the latest research and developments in the field of clinical hypnotherapy and mindset coaching?
One thing is, I try to, as far as possible, try to gain as many certifications, because recently, also, even this year, I got my certified hypnotherapist from Mind Valley. So, again, there I have learned different approaches and different techniques. And as a member of the School of Rapid Transformational Therapy, also, we will be given guidance. Any latest studies will also be put. And if at all we need some guidance, or if we need some complications are there, and if we need help and support, we can
Mhm.
always approach them, and they will give us case studies or examples or approaches on how we can deal with it.
Okay, 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 fine. Wonderful. So, what kind of, like, apart from depressions, anxiety, angerness, relationships, इसके अलावा भी आप और क्या, जैसे वेट लॉस के लिए भी आप करते हैं?
Yes, weight loss also I address. And normally, weight loss, there's a lot of things that is involved. It is not just about the generational patterns, it is about the thoughts that you pass to your body also. So
Okay.
if you keep telling yourself, there was a case which I attended to, and this person came. She was okay, normal in eating. It was not erratic or something like that. But when I regressed her, she went back to the spot where her parents used to normally tell her before she ate, don't eat, you'll become fat.
Oh,
So she made it as a pattern, unconscious pattern, whenever she would eat, oh, I'm going to become fat.
हाँ, वो माइंड में सेट हो गया,
So
राइट?
whatever you pass here passes to the body also. Your body is made up of a network of intelligence, and it is always listening to you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you take, ma'am, online, offline, both the sessions, or
Yes,
only
online,
offline?
yeah, online and offline both I take, because I attend to people from all over the world. So
Okay.
online sessions are available, and in fact, even if it is locally done, many people prefer to go online and do, because sometimes they're a little resistance of, I don't want to be seen.
And what is the duration for per day session?
I attend to people 4 times in a month, and each session will be about 1.5 hours to 2 hours.
Okay.
Yeah,
And like, would you like?
yeah. So apart from this, even I wanted to tell you fertility issues. Of
Acha.
late, what has happened is many women are finding it very difficult to even produce grade A eggs for fertilization.
Mm-hmm.
And this comes because of so many other things like anxiety and stress, or any other trauma that they're holding on to.
Mm-hmm.
So I have attended to those cases also, where there was a person who came and she wanted to have this IVF, but she was not able to produce even one single grade A egg for fertilization. So after the therapy, she was able to produce 8 grade A eggs for IVF. So she's in the process, yet to start the IVF. So she's in that right now.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So, ma'am, can you describe your ongoing support or follow-up process after the completion of hypnotherapy or mind coaching sessions?
Some of my clients have me as a retainer, and some of them, even people who have just approached me for just a 30-minute free consultation. I give a 30-minute free consultation also. So even for those people who don't really enroll with me, I continue to nurture them by
Okay.
either sharing the posts that I share, small messages which is less than a minute, or
Mhm.
some posts which I post on the social media, which will somewhere help them in a way. So I continue to share the same with my clients also. And some people, if they feel that, they require me again, they'll book me again.
Okay.
So this is how I continue to nurture them and support them. Yeah.
Okay, great, great, ma'am. So, how do you address any resistance or skepticism that clients may have towards hypnotherapy or mindset coaching?
One thing is what I have observed even to this day is any small complaint that somebody has and they're saying, okay, I'm not feeling that great about this.
Yeah.
Normally, people around will say, आपका दिमाग तो खराब नहीं हुआ. You're okay.
Yeah.
They forget to nip it off in the initial stages. They let it linger for a long time and they struggle with it.
Yes.
And unfortunately, even to this day, seeking therapy or help is considered as taboo.
Okay.
Still a taboo. Still, when I see my clients, some people coming and telling, please don't tell my parents I'm here.
Yes. Yes.
So there's a lot of things that are still, there's a lot of resistance, I can say. So one thing is hypnotherapy is absolutely safe. Everybody thinks, oh, maybe they will make me tell so many things that I don't want to tell. Well, in hypnotherapy, the person who is going through it is under control. He has the ability to control. He or she has the ability to control. And even if they don't want to say anything that is causing them shame or guilt, they don't have to tell about it. Only if they express the emotions that they're going through, they can still work on it. So, one another important aspect is many people think revealing their weaknesses is vulnerability. But unfortunately, they forget to realize that revealing their weaknesses is their strength because they grow out of those weaknesses.
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am. But ma'am, nowadays even एक बार ऐसा कभी होता था, but nowadays even also people think like hypnotherapy is a kind of कि आप किसी को अपने वश में अंडर कंट्रोल करते हो. So is this true or what is it? Because hypnotherapy is, some people think like it's a magic. आपको अपने वश में कर लिया. What is this actually? ऐसा क्यों सोचते हैं लोग?
See, one thing is normally people would have seen the stage hypnosis, right? So somebody says, okay, you're now hypnotized, they just fall into the
Yeah,
trance,
yeah,
things like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
So clinical hypnotherapy is something very different. It is not about stage hypnosis.
Okay.
It is more about accessing the subconscious mind to understand where exactly they have held on to wrong patterns.
Mm-hmm.
And there, they are under control. We normally tell the clients, you are under control. Even the level of trances is different for different people. Some people are completely aware of what is going on. Some people are partially aware. Some people are completely in that complete zone where they're not aware. So normally what happens is after the therapy, even that is explained. What happened is explained.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, ma'am, what steps do you take to ensure the privacy of for your clients?
See, one thing is, even though I'm now mentioning certain examples,
Yeah.
we never take names. I may even say she, but it'll be a he. So complete confidentiality is maintained as per our ethics and code. And even if we have to reveal the testimonial publicly, that is on social media, then prior permissions are taken, and sometimes even the name and place is kept incognito.
Oh, okay.
So even when I put it out in my webpage, sometimes people would have said they would have opted for please do not mention my name and
Uh,
where I come from. So
yeah,
that is
kind
kept.
of anonymous.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Wonderful. So, how do you handle difficult or challenging situations that may arise during hypnotherapy or mindset coaching sessions?
One thing is out of experience. So far, I have attended to 250 clients from 8+ countries.
Oh,
So my experience has been good in the past 3 years. That much I can tell you. Although it is not very old, but the number of cases that I have attended to is varied. And also, we have been trained in so many various tools and techniques, and we have been prepared for it. And in case we do need help, we have even the groups where a lot of therapists are there from different countries.
okay.
And so we are there to handhold each other. Even the school is there to help us and handhold for us when there are some difficult situations. And sometimes, if it is beyond control and if it is something that is related to some other department like psychiatry, then we clearly state that it is not in our purview.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, can you share some 3 or 4 सक्सेस स्टोरीज ऑफ योर्स जो आपके माइंडसेट में बैठ गई और कोई ऐसा सक्सेस स्टोरी जो आपको बहुत डिफिकल्टीज आई हो, बहुत चैलेंजेस लगे हो कि ये तो बहुत प्रॉब्लमेटिक है, इसको इट विल टेक टाइम टू रिकवर दिस पर्सन और लाइक दैट, कुछ ऐसा कोई स्टोरी है मैम, हमारे व्यूअर्स को बताइए.
In fact, there was a client who came with a lot of childhood abuse.
ओह,
Lot of childhood abuse, not only from the parents, and also came from a dysfunctional family.
अच्छा, ओके.
So that person required nearly 3 months of continuous support. And it was really very challenging because there were so many concerns that had to be attended to. Right from childhood trauma, low confidence, low self esteem, extreme self doubt,
ओह,
and even the inability to socialize, and also inability to express. And this person did not even know what exactly she wanted in her life. So
ओके.
now she has set herself up in the tech field, what she liked, and she's doing it. And there was a person who came, and she was suddenly her husband left with 3 children, and one was challenged also.
ओह,
And she was at a point of time where she also did not know what to do in her life. So today she has become a content writer, and she has her own she sells all of these energy healing crystals and things like that. So that way she has empowered herself. And there was a case also which came to me where this person came to me and he said, I was just asking him, how did you find me? He said one of the guests came to his house, and he was very happy to receive the guest. And after he left, his wife told him that there's a lot of change in that guest. Why don't you go and ask him? What is that he's done with himself? So he went and asked him what he did, and he just directed him to me. And this person who came to me was struggling with promotions or even a better job and something that he liked. He was not able to do it. And I was just asking him about his academics. He said he's always been in that 90% bracket. But he was just not able to give interviews to go for another job. And this feeling of why he was not able to do, he himself did not know. So when we regressed him, he went back to the spot where he was very young, and they were coming out of a social function, and his father was telling, why did you wish them? You are a very unlucky child. So this was the unconscious wiring that he had kept with himself. Once that was erased during the therapy session, now he got a better job for himself, high paying job also. So these are the changes that hypnotherapy will definitely bring in people. It will help them to build their own confidence and belief system in themselves.
Wonderful, ma'am. So, can you explain your philosophy or approach to the personal growth and transformation through hypnotherapy and mindset coach?
Well, my vision and mission is to help as many people as possible with happy minds and abundant lives. So I strongly believe that any emotional pain or negative thoughts that we pass to our body creates a pained body or a diseased body. And it will also hold us hostage from leading the life that we want. So hypnotherapy and mindset coaching will definitely help one identify what is it that is holding them back to embrace the life they want. And in the process helps them to rewire with better thought patterns. One thing is, what we need to understand is that pain will not vanish. It will be there in the memory.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Everybody goes through all those pains.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
You cannot erase it or delete it.
Yes.
It will be there. But what therapy will do is it will either make it powerless or redundant. It is there, but it.
So आपके लिंक्स यहाँ पे शेयर कर देंगे एंड
Sure.
देन अभी हम ये इसको करते हैं. सो ये हमारे बीच में आज हमारी गेस्ट थी सुचिता संजय जी. सो जैसे ही इनका पॉडकास्ट रिलीज होगा आप प्लीज देखिएगा, लाइक कीजिएगा, शेयर कीजिएगा, कमेंट्स कीजिएगा. और मैं ज़रूर चाहूँगी कि इंडिया की आवाम, उसकी जनता आप तक ज़रूर पहुँचे और अपने अपने सारे जितने भी प्रॉब्लम्स हैं आप तक शेयर करें और बेनिफिट्स जितने भी मिल सकते हैं वो ले जाए आपसे ज़रूर. Thank you very much, Suchita ma'am.